Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. Hopefully you can see me. I can't see what my camera's aimed at, so I'm just kind of guessing that it's in my general direction. I'm using a little GoPro, it doesn't have a screen, so I can't see, but it does have that fisheye wide angle thing going on, so yeah, maybe you're getting a little scenery over here or a little back of the car, but I should be somewhere in there. Or it could be aimed at my chest and you can't see anything. It doesn't matter. Really all that matters is hearing me, because you're not going to see anything special here. I'm really just going to do a little ride-along video, a little conversation video. I've been in a really good mood, like, the last week or so. I can attribute it to a few things. I mean, nothing's gone wrong lately, which is nice. I haven't had any policy violations on Amazon or eBay. I did have a trademark thing on eBay, but that was bullshit. And we can talk about that here in a minute. But sales have really started picking up on Amazon, which is nice. And I feel really good about where I'm at with paying off my mortgage. I've mentioned a few times in videos that that's like my #1 goal right now. Like, everything I'm doing is focused on paying off my mortgage, and that's kind of hit a milestone. I've hit the over halfway mark, and with sales picking up for Christmas, I'm realistically definitely under a year, but even maybe just a few months away from getting that paid off. So that makes me feel really good. And then one thing that is a stupid reason, but really makes me happy, is FXX, the channel, is doing a Simpsons marathon, which is like my favorite show ever. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I grew up watching it, so, you know, it brings you back to your childhood, kind of like all like the Ninja Turtles and all that stuff coming back. I love that stuff because I'm getting old, and childhood is so much better than adulthood, so it kind of takes you back to that time. But anyways, it's 600 episodes, and it's taking them 2 weeks, and I've had it on like non-stop. I think it started Friday or Saturday, I don't know. But this is like the only time I've even turned it off. I haven't even gone shopping except for a little bit on Friday for Black Friday. I mean, anyways, it makes me happy. I like it, so it's kind of a time waster, but it puts me in a good mood, which is rare somewhat. So anyways, got that going on. The house thing, I'm down to about $55,000 owed on principal. I have some money saved up, so once I can get the principal down a little bit more, I can write one large check and just get the house paid off, which to me is like this huge deal, because I consider, you know, having your own business and then relying on like eBay and Amazon, man, those bastards can pull the plug at any time, and it would really just cripple my income if, for instance, if I got suspended on Amazon. It would just, I'd still survive on eBay and my website and affiliate marketing and stuff, but that's a large chunk of my income. And to go with that, my mortgage is by far my largest bill, so if I can get rid of that payment, I think I would feel a lot more secure with life and how things are going. So I feel like I'm a little behind the 8 ball because I don't have any retirement savings at all, and some people would say I would have been more better off to put that money into retirement accounts rather than paying off my house. But I get so stressed out about this damn house payment. Like, it just is agonizing. I hate it. So I'm ready for that to be gone. I think it would be a huge stress reliever to have it done. And I'm going to be 31 in a paid off house, so that makes me feel fantastic, and I can catch up the best I can on retirement account. That could be like the next thing to do. So makes me really happy. That's why I'm really excited about Christmas. I think my next Amazon payment will be a minimum of $5,000, and then the next one after that should be the best payment of the year. The payment after that is going to be getting into after Christmas and like the first week of January, I think, if my timeline's right. So part of that payment's going to be before Christmas, so it's going to be really good, but it's going to be like a cliff after Christmas. It really drops off. You'll get people spending gift cards and doing a little bit of shopping and stuff, but it drops off bad. So I'm going to have 3 checks that are higher than normal, plus eBay sales are going to get a boost. And I've seen a huge boost on my website. Some of that I'm sure is attributed to Christmas, and maybe some of it's just getting more popular in general. But the income from my website's gone up pretty dramatically, maybe over the last month or 2 months. So that's great. But anyways, all that just comes together, and hoping this house gets paid off. And one thing that also, it adds to my stress, is why I try and avoid it, is do you guys ever go to like the Amazon seller forums, or even, I know eBay used to have a forum section, but I haven't read it in the longest time, and I'll just lurk on these things, mostly the Amazon one, and read what people have to say. And there's so many people talking about being suspended, and different brands that they can't sell anymore. It's just all gloom and doom. And then when you get somebody with like a legitimate question, you get the like the people that are in the little club that are always there, and they just have these snarky, offensive comments to people, you know, belittling them for asking a question. And most of the time they'll just say, oh, it's already been asked 100 times, go find the answer. And I just don't say anything. You saying that has been said 1,000 times, so just leave the person alone. I don't know. So it's kind of depressing, but hearing about everyone who gets suspended, really, that probably adds to my stress, because, man, worries me. So, got to get the house paid off. Feel a lot better about that. Sales have been a lot better. I feel good about that. The eBay thing I wanted to tell you about, the trademark violation thing. I got this water filter on clearance for $1 at Walmart, and it was LG, and it was listed under major appliances on Amazon, which is gated or something because it won't let me sell it on Amazon. So I looked it up on eBay, and there's a bunch of people selling it, and it's selling for like $40 or something. I only paid $1, so I listed it, and within 24 hours it got taken down for a copyright infringement, or counterfeit, basically. And eBay gave me instructions for contacting the person who filed the complaint, and it specifically said you could send in a receipt as proof that it wasn't counterfeit. So I took a bunch of pictures of the thing, including the UPC code and where it said the model number and everything. I scanned the receipt, and I sent it to the email address that was provided from LG. It's actually like a separate company that they must hire to monitor what's going on. And that was probably 2 weeks ago, and I haven't heard back from them. I really don't care about selling the goddamn filter for $1. I actually have 2 of them, but I just don't want that strike on my account, because you never know when you're going to get another one, and I'm sure they keep track of it. And anyways, eBay says they themselves won't deal with it, but it sounds like the person who filed the claim can respond and like withdraw the complaint. So I'm hoping that happens. I don't know if they will. They really don't have a reason to do me any favors, so we'll see what happens. I did read a really good article, and I don't know if I can find it now, but I'm almost positive I tweeted it at StrugglevillePJ, but I'll try and find it in my timeline. It was an interview. It was mostly centered on FBA, but I think it crosses over, and it was with a guy who's like a lawyer who's apparently specializes in Amazon stuff and helping Amazon sellers and getting accounts reinstated, but also dealing with these copyright claims and everything. And he was saying that these manufacturers or brands really don't have a leg to stand on with these claims. And he quotes, or he cites the Sherman Act, some other act, and he says it also could be considered libel. But anyways, it's a whole question and answer interview thing with him. So if I find that, I will post it in the description below if you're on YouTube, or below if you're on my website. So, but I'm at the next store, or actually the first store for the day that I'm going to go to. So we're gonna wrap this up for a second, and I'll get right back with you guys. Alright guys, I'm just about to go into a Salvation Army. Went to 2 stores. The second one was Walgreens, and I didn't get anything there because 90% of Walgreens stores, I can't scan anything because I can't get a connection. And I don't like Walgreens in general because there's like 10 million Walgreens stores. So it seems like when something goes on clearance, or if you find a good deal, you have to get it in like as soon as you can to beat everyone else to it, or sit on it and wait for it to sell out if it's a really good rank, and then, you know, the price comes back up. So especially with FBA's fees being raised and everything, I hate to send in a bunch of stuff and let it sit for 6 months for the price to come back up. So anyways, I didn't buy anything. I didn't find anything, couldn't scan. So the other store I went to, I got 20 of these coffee things. It's like a K-cup thing, and there were 42 packs, $10 each. One of them was selling for about $35 and was 20-something thousand in groceries. The other one was $45,000 in groceries. It was only selling for like $23, which was like $1 profit. Not really worth it. But it only had one seller. They weren't FBA. And when I added their item to my cart, they only had like 8 of the thing left. So I thought I'd go ahead and get that and see how it goes. One thing I want to talk about that I've tried doing that's worked out pretty well, and I'll not give you like all the particulars, but just the theory or the strategy behind it is I've been going to like stores that have their own store brand and picking out like 5 to 10 items that are $20 or less, and are not already in the Amazon catalog, and depending what the price, just buying 1 or 2 and then creating my own listing for that item. That way there's very little competition, and if it's a small store, like stores that, think like the smallest, most regional store that nobody ever goes to or nobody knows of, but still has some of their own brands, and that's the kind of stores I'm talking about. And it's worked out pretty well. That's why I had to go to the first store to replenish some of those things that had sold. And, you know, it depends on the price, but I just want to double my money, double the profit, be double whatever I paid for it. So one thing you might want to consider if you're doing retail arbitrage is, another thing is I want the item to not be on clearance, because if it's on clearance, it's going to be gone soon, and I'm not going to take the time to create a listing for something that I'm only going to be able to get short term. Also, it's fine if it's on sale, but it needs to be double at its regular price. So if I were to catch it on sale, hey, that's a bonus, but it has to be worth my time and worth the money at its regular price. And that's just my rules for it. But it's worked out really well, and something you might want to consider. So going into Salvation Army, we're not going to spend a lot of time there because that's mostly eBay stuff, and I don't have the time to be creating eBay listings right now. I need to send in things to FBA or list things on Amazon, where all I do is set a price and go. So we'll check it out, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so we are in Salvation Army. I hate bringing a camera into a store. Look how old that is. Because I feel goofier than normal holding a camera. And then also talking to myself. But because I'm really weird, I put my Bluetooth in my ear, so now I just look like an asshole talking on my Bluetooth instead of an asshole talking to a camera. I'm not going to look at clothes or anything, just showing you guys. This store, it's a newer store, only like maybe a year old, but it's pretty big, as you can tell. So, we'll see if we find anything real quick. This alarm clocks do pretty good. We'll check out the model. It's missed the battery thing, and it's been cut. Never mind. But Spartus alarm clocks actually sell really well, and they have some different neat designs. Alright guys, I can look better if I don't hold the camera, so I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, nothing there that I thought was worth my time. One thing about going to thrift stores in crappy areas is a lot of crappy stuff. That one Spartus alarm clock, they have some by Spartus that are really worth quite a bit. Usually the goofier ones, I can't remember if it was $25 or $35 for one that was an alarm clock and a lamp all rolled into one, and it was kind of neat. Actually, I know I showed it in a video. I'm pretty sure I showed it in a video. The top of it like came up and it had like a articulating arm or whatever you call it. So the more basic ones aren't worth as much, but I like that retro stuff, so I would have picked up that one basic one today if it had the battery, the thing at the bottom, or at least had the wires for the battery thing. Once I saw those were ripped off or cut off or whatever, I'm like, forget that. Another thing I've been picking up, maybe, I don't know. Excuse me. Another thing I've been picking up is wireless phones, cordless phones. The ones that are DECT 6.0, DECT 6.0, I don't even know how you call it. I haven't had a cordless phone in 10 years or more. But they do pretty well because they're super cheap at most Salvation Army stuff. That one was $4. I'm not paying $4 for the one thing, even though it might have been worth it. The Panasonic ones seem to be better than, like, that was United, I think. I don't remember now. But the Panasonic seem to sell a little better. And I can usually get them for 99 cents a piece. And like the Panasonic ones I have just the receiver, not the base of the charger or the power cord. And I list it for $20. So when you can pick it up for $1 or $2 and get 20, that's really good. And I've sold a couple of those. I had one that was the complete set. It was the main base with the answering machine. And then it was 2 or 3 expansion bases. And I had gotten that actually at a fill-a-bag sale, and they had the whole set of it in a bag tied up. And when I got it, I just peeked at it. I saw what it was, and I thought, okay, it's fill-a-bag, throw it in. When I got it home, I actually saw they still had the store receipt in there, and the person bought it at Radio Shack in 2015, so not too old, and they had paid $80 for that set. It was $79.99. So there's something that I think a lot of people don't realize have value, and they do sell well. They're pretty easy to ship, and they don't take up a lot of space. So a couple of videos I've been wanting to do that I eventually will get to is talking more specifically about things like that, about the phones, what to look for, what to stay away from, things like that, on different topics, obviously. And I really want to do a video on like organizing inventory, because that's been like one of the biggest things for me in being more, I was going to say more organized, but that doesn't really make sense. More efficient and being able to get things done without wasting time. I remember before I had any kind of organization system, something would sell, and I have things on shelving units, and I'd spend sometimes like a half hour just looking for the damn things. It's a small item and it's sold and it's on the shelf with 100 other damn things, and it was just such a waste of time. It'd make me mad. And then there was times where I thought, man, I must have relisted this and I already sold it and I just didn't realize it. So I'd, cancel the sale, which hurts your metrics, and refund the buyer, which makes them all mad. And then can I get to Walmart from here? I don't know. I don't like this town. I'll go down a little more. Going to Walmart next. Not too enthusiastic because it's really busy, but two things at Walmart. Well, hang on, let me get to this organization thing. So I ended up canceling the sale, lose all that stuff, and then I'd find it like a week later and it was just on a different shelf, or it was in some other spot. So just a real pain in the ass if you're not organized, and you can really cost yourself a lot of money. Oh, look out. Damn 4-cylinder car is going to get me killed. Too damn slow. So yeah, one thing about Walmart that I like to do, which a lot of people might say isn't worth the time or whatever, but screw you, I don't care. And I'm not above like dumpster diving, kinda. Not really, but kinda. Only if no one's watching. But I scour their parking lot for receipts for 2 reasons. One, you can use their savings catcher thing and get money back onto a Walmart gift card. And that's mostly grocery stuff, and they'll compare other stores. But also I've been using Ibotta, and Jesus Christ, go! Fucking jeez. Go, 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 go. Fucking idiot. Oh, this is why I hate people and I don't like traffic. Oh my god, snail's pace. Anyways, so I will find things on the receipt that have an Ibotta offer to go along with it. And so I'll turn it into both the savings catcher and the Ibotta thing, and it's fun, and I'm a penny pincher, and that's what I do. So, get off my back, don't judge me. Alright. I'm here. I'm gonna find something, hopefully. Hey guys, I'll let you can see here. Alright guys, on my way home. As you can tell, it's dark. I don't know how much you can see with this light on. Hit a couple more stores after I last talked to you guys. The last one was really good. The store I hit all the time. I usually go through their clearance, but I was also looking for a couple of particular things that were in their ad that were a good deal. Anyways, those were sold out, so all I did was really go to the clearance section. And what was nice is, in addition to being on clearance, all of their clearance was 20% off. So that was really cool. I got a whole cart's worth of stuff, so the back of the car is pretty full. Go along with a few things I picked up earlier in the day. So that's it for now. I'm going home, getting some dinner. I'm going to get this stuff all wrapped up between tonight and tomorrow morning. Get this out to UPS tomorrow. Hopefully have some time before I go to UPS to do some more shopping and stuff. Next couple weeks are really busy. Just trying to shovel as much into Amazon as I possibly can. And then probably have to drop the bottom out of prices maybe on the 20th or so. I'll have to look at the schedule or the calendar and see what day of the week Christmas falls on. But I don't want to be stuck with a bunch of this stuff, especially the things that I had last Christmas. If they've been there for over a year, or even if they're at my house, if I've owned them for over a year, it's time to get gone. I don't want to sit on this anymore, so I want to be really proactive about getting my stuff sold, especially stuff that's been sitting, or things that I don't expect to sell well after Christmas. I have some Thanksgiving stuff that was going for a pretty good price but didn't all get sold, and now I'm thinking, I don't know how well it sells in December, but I'm hoping some people get Christmas presents that are, maybe the person's a fan of Thanksgiving and they'll buy a Thanksgiving thing as a Christmas item. Whatever, I don't want to hold on to it until next Thanksgiving, so hopefully it can get going. So, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to give the video a like. If you're not already a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try and do more ride-along videos just because this is my best time to make a video. I can't do anything else, so while I'm driving is perfect for me, even if I can't look up something to show you or have a product to be like, hey, look at this. But, you know, it is what it is. So, thanks for watching, guys.